On today's video, we're going to take a look at aftermarket batteries. Whether you should buy them or not, the pros and the cons. And as you can see here, this is just some of my power tools that I have. And it's a combination of 12 volt and 20 volt. And the only two brands I have is Milwaukee and DeWalt. So let's go over to the workbench and let's discuss this idea of aftermarket batteries. And well, should you buy them or not? Well, let's just take a look at a small sample of the batteries that I have. This is a Milwaukee. It's a 3 amp battery, and I bought this 2014. It's still going strong today. It's an awesome battery. And let's just take a look at the price back in 2014. So there you go, $69.39 plus tax back in 2014. And if we go to today, that same battery, let's just take a look here, is well, it's $97.33. That's a huge difference. But when you figure, all them years, everything does go up, right? So, or does it? Because I'll tell you something, the price of aftermarket batteries compared to OEM batteries have surely changed. So this is the one that I prefer now, but I did buy this. And you can see, well, I mark my stuff, right? 2021. And this is the manufacturer right here. And let's just take a look at that, because this is all from my Amazon account. And we're just going to go to this picture right here. And you could see December the 23rd, 2021, I paid $42.99. And if we take a look at the price today, the exact same manufacturer, the exact same size and everything, well, take a look right there. And it's $36.99 with $10 off for two. So how much are you going to pay for a Milwaukee battery, an OEM battery, the same size? Well, take a look. This is from today. $62.99 for one. And now we're going to go over to my DeWalt. I always buy everything in kits, so it's far more economical to buy them in kits than it is to buy them in separately, because you'll pay a lot more for the batteries after than you would if you buy them in a kit. So here's the DeWalt 12 volt, 1.3 amp, and this is an awesome battery. I like the 12 volt line, and it's just terrific. And if you take a look at the price of one today, and this is the exact same one, well, here it is right here, DeWalt 1.3 amp battery, and it's on sale for $53.18. Now, we had the Amazon Prime Day there a little while ago, and I seen this on sale. Now this is 1.3 amp hour or 1300 milliamps. Now this one here is rated differently. So let's just take a look at the specs and take a look at the price. First of all, it's a 4000 milliamp battery, and it was $14.39. So, there's a huge difference in pricing here, isn't there? An absolute huge difference in pricing. So the first three things I look at when I'm looking at buying anything is the safety factor. Is the item safe? And the next thing is the quality of the item. And the third thing I look at is price. But I will tell you something. When you take a look at the difference between the aftermarket and the OEM power tool batteries, I'm saying the first thing a lot of people are shocked at is by looking at the price. I mean, the difference between this one and the difference between this one is huge. So I think for many, it's looking at the price. Because I've looked at this all over, and they're both made in the same countries. I looked at this all over, and to me, this is pretty much a clone of this. And there's a lot of discussion. If you take a look at the reviews, you will see, well, not so nice reviews for a lot of these aftermarket batteries. I looked at a review on this particular battery and its competitor, and if we just take a look at a competitor here, and I was shocked at this price. Okay, so now take a look at this one here. Now if we look at this one here, it's 3 amps by Milwaukee, right? And I showed you the price back in 2014. I showed you the price today. But take a look at this one right here. Now this was from today, and it's a 6 amp hour. And it's $32.98 with a $10 savings. So it's $22.98. Now, I did read all the reviews, and a lot of people are claiming this is like a fake battery, well, the most it'll put out is between 4.7 and 5 amp hours. And I'm thinking, like 23 bucks? And you know, so I mean, the quality and the price, I don't really see any problems with these aftermarket batteries. I'm not experiencing any, because to tell you the truth, if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're just using your power tools occasionally, you're not using them in a professional atmosphere, I don't think you could really tell the difference. I use them, and then I charge them up, then I use them again. It's not like I'm saying, oh, this one here, you know, you only get so much time out of it, and the next one you get more time or less time. I tell you something, I don't know about any of you, but I've pretty much given up on looking at the reviews, because so many of these reviews have been divulged as being, well, planted. You know, a lot of people, you know, will plant reviews for their own benefits, and it's amazing how you'll watch reviews on even YouTube where the person that's telling you, oh, this product's good and this product's bad, buy this, don't buy that, you know, only suckers and losers will buy these type of batteries, and they're getting paid to do that. Now, how would you feel if I did a review telling you how great this battery was and how bad this one was, but I'm getting paid to tell you how bad this one was, just so people will buy these and stay away from buying anything aftermarket because you watched a review on YouTube, and how would you feel if you knew that I was getting paid to actually trash this battery? I mean, this goes on to a lot more than just batteries now, doesn't it? It goes down to money, it goes down to influence, it goes down to these social influencers. And, you know, that's why I like my channel, because I have no sponsorships. I refuse to actually partake in any sponsorships. I don't want anybody steering me in the right direction of how they want a review done. All my reviews are completely independent. I don't have anybody telling me what to do and not to do. I buy everything myself, I review them myself, and I give my own opinions. And that's the way that I like to do it. Other people, sure, you can be sponsored and give an honest opinion as well. But guess what? The first time, and I know people on YouTube have experienced this. The first time you're dealing with a product and you say something that the manufacturer don't like about it, well, sure, you can present that video, but you're never going to be able to present another one again. And you're not going to get no more free crap. So, I mean, that's what it comes down to. So a lot of people are influenced by their reviews. I'm completely independent, and that's the way it should be. And every one of these batteries are made in the same country. So could I tell you any one of these is better than the other ones? All I can tell you is that the OEM batteries run flawless. Never had a problem. The aftermarket batteries, these two here, well, So far, they run flawless. I don't see any problems with them. I'm not going to tell you that I've experienced any problems, because I don't. Because you know what? When I'm using like this here on my drill or impact driver or anything, the same with these two here, I don't notice any difference. I use them for a short period of time. I'm just a do-it-yourselfer, right? Do I want to spend the money on the OEM stuff as a do-it-yourselfer? In my experience, I would say no. The aftermarket is fine for me for what I need. If you're a professional, if you're in the business, and you know that you can run this battery for an hour and a half non-stop, and you get into the aftermarket and it only runs for an hour or 45 minutes, well, you will definitely notice a difference, and you might prefer to stay with the OEM and pay the extra price. But for me, nah. I don't go along with this bashing and trashing and everything else all the time about aftermarket, because you know what? I know people who get paid to bash. So, you know what? To me, an honest review, well, they're hard to find, you know, because it's always somebody being influenced by somebody else. And, you know, they call us, you know, media influencers, social media influencers. And I tell you the truth, I'm not here to influence anybody. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm just saying, in my particular experience, OEM batteries are awesome, and I have yet found any problem with the aftermarket. I've got lots more of these aftermarket batteries up in my camp, and so far, I don't have a problem with either. Thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. And here's some interesting things you might not hear somewhere else. Cheers.